Relaxing English Podcast, the podcast where we explore tips, tricks, and strategies to help you master the English language and mental growth. Hello, and welcome to Relaxing English Podcast, the podcast where we explore the art of learning languages and making the process fun, effective, and rewarding. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that many language learners find challenging but absolutely essential: mastering English grammar, your guide to learning effectively. Whether you're a beginner or someone looking to polish your skills, this episode is packed with practical tips, strategies, and insights to help you master English grammar with confidence. Let's get started. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Why does grammar even matter? Some people argue that as long as you can communicate, grammar isn't that important. But here's the thing. Grammar is the backbone of any language. It's what gives your sentences structure, clarity, and meaning. Think of it like building a house. Without a solid foundation, the house might stand for a while, but it won't withstand the test of time. Grammar is that foundation for language. It helps you express yourself accurately, avoid misunderstandings, and sound more professional in both speaking and writing. So if you've been avoiding grammar because it feels overwhelming, I'm here to tell you, it's worth the effort. And the good news? It doesn't have to be boring or difficult. Let's talk about how to make it work for you. The first step to learning English grammar effectively is to start with the basics. If you try to tackle advanced concepts before understanding the fundamentals, you'll likely feel frustrated and lost. So, what are the basics? Begin with parts of speech: nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. These are the building blocks of every sentence. Once you understand how they function, you can move on to sentence structure, subjects, predicates, and objects. A great way to practice is by breaking down simple sentences. For example, take the sentence, "The cat sat on the mat." Identify the subject, the cat, the verb, sat, and the object, the mat. This might seem simple, but it's a powerful exercise to train your brain to recognize patterns. Now here's a game changer. Learn grammar through context. Instead of memorizing rules in isolation, see them in action. Read books, articles, or even social media posts in English. Watch movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos. Listen to podcasts like this one. When you encounter a grammatical structure, ask yourself, why is it used here? How does it change the meaning of the sentence? For example, if you notice the past perfect tense being used, like she had already left, think about why the speaker chose that tense instead of the simple past. This approach not only makes grammar more interesting, but also helps you internalize the rules naturally. Plus, it's a great way to expand your vocabulary and improve your comprehension skills at the same time. Let's be honest, learning grammar isn't a one-time thing. It requires consistent practice. But here's the key: make it active, not passive. Don't just read about grammar rules, use them. Write sentences, paragraphs, or even short stories using the grammar concepts you're learning. If you're working on the present continuous tense, write about what you're doing right now. For example, I'm recording a podcast. The birds are chirping outside. Another great way to practice is by speaking. Find a language partner or join a conversation group. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're a natural part of the learning process. In fact, the more you make, the faster you'll improve. We're lucky to live in a time when there are so many tools and resources available to help us learn grammar. Here are a few of my favorites. 1. Grammar apps. Apps like Grammarly, Duolingo, or Babbel offer interactive exercises and instant feedback. 2. Online courses. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or Khan Academy have structured grammar courses for all levels. 3. Grammar books. Books like English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy are classics for a reason. They're clear, concise, and practical. 4. YouTube channels. Channels like Relaxing English with Panet or BBC Learning English offer free, engaging lessons. The key is to find what works best for you and stick with it. Consistency is more important than perfection. Finally, let's talk about mindset. Learning grammar or any aspect of a language takes time. There will be moments when you feel stuck or frustrated, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep going. Celebrate small victories. Did you use a new tense correctly in a conversation? That's a win. Did you understand a complex sentence in a book? Another win. Progress might feel slow, but over time, these small wins add up. Remember, even native speakers make grammar mistakes. The goal isn't perfection, it's improvement. So, be kind to yourself and enjoy the journey. And there you have it, your roadmap to learning English grammar effectively. Start with the basics, learn through context, practice actively, use the right tools, and most importantly, be patient with yourself. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend who's also learning English. And don't forget to subscribe to Relaxing English Podcast for more tips and strategies on mastering languages. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining.